Hello, so it's Suze from Crowfire Talk. So I just wanted to have a follow up on the protection, to protect and not to protect, and to cleanse or not to cleanse. That is the question. So I wanted to just touch base a bit with the protection one again, and just say that I don't know how clear it came across that I wanted to say that it's not protection against big psychic attacks and things with people in the supermarket that you don't know. It's protect from everything that's in the environment, and that is also your family and your friends. Often people don't think they need protection, and would find it very, very strange if you said you needed protection from your partner. You would think, well, what's wrong with their partner? There's something wrong with them. But that's not the case. It's not saying that there's anything wrong with someone, that they're a nasty person or anything like that. Protection is just to untangle yourself from others' energies. So you might think, well, why do I want to untangle myself from my partner's energy? My partner's lovely, he or she, and I love being in their energy. I love all that. And yeah, absolutely. But we also do need to just be sitting in our own energy. Not constantly. We can be in others' energies and stuff like that. But so, sometimes you need to have your energy really, really untangled from everyone else's. And the reason for that is so that you can truly feel everything around you. Because empaths and highly sensitives, we're picking up on everyone else's stuff. So sometimes we don't know if it's our stuff or their stuff. So to protect yourself means that you're more likely to just have a clearer space that you can tell if it's your energy and if it's someone else's. Sometimes I say to my partner, are you all right? And he'll go, yeah. And I go, are you sure? Because I'm feeling something and I know it's not mine. And then he might say, oh yeah, feeling a bit down. And if I wasn't protecting, I wouldn't then have that alarm bell go off and say, well, there's something going on here and this isn't yours. So it also helps you have better relationships with your family and friends, because you can then know when something's not quite right, and then you can maybe ask them, and maybe they'll open up, and you can help them. So that it's a real bonus to have your energy clear, so that when something else is coming in from other people and from outside of yourself. So now we'll get on to cleanse or not to cleanse. That is the question. And again, like everyone I've done so far, to cleanse, to not cleanse, is to cleanse. Now, you're protecting yourself, so that's great. So why do we need to cleanse? Because that energy might not be getting through all your aura and right into your energy bodies, because it's been caught at the edge of your protection. But it does still sit there. So anytime that maybe you're not protected or you're feeling a bit low, then maybe that can make its way in. So cleansing you can do daily, like you can your protection. So at the end of the day, you can, imagine yourself in the Violet Flame, which clears all your, you know, I mean, it's amazing. It's so simple to do. Again, simplicity with all this stuff is the key, because if it's simple and easy and quick, you're much more likely to do it. You're much more likely to be disciplined. You're much more likely to make it part of your spiritual hygiene. So, you know, I call in the Violet Flame of Saint Germain to clear and cleanse my energy field, my aura, my energy bodies, my chakras, you know, whatever, however you want to say it. You'll find your own way. You'll find your own, the more you think and do these things, the more you'll come up with a lovely little mantra that would be your thing. So, you know, you can do that daily. You can, when you shower, you know, I do this. I imagine Lagus, just clearing myself, because with a shower, I can feel that energy clearing my energy field. It, you know, it's not just, it's clearing my physical body. I can feel that water going over me. It's just lovely. You can imagine yourself in a waterfall, you know, do an energetic waterfall. You can put yourself in any other coloured flame, you know, and burn and transmute. I mean, the purple violet flames of Saint Germain, they transmute and clear. So they transmute anything that is coming in. So, you know, ametrine, flame will clear, amethyst. It doesn't have to be a crystal. It could just be, you know, a purple flame. You might be sitting there and ready to do the purple violet flame, and you might think, oh, I need a pink flame. Just go with what you get. If you get something come through, it is an inspiration. It is coming from spirit. Don't question it. Just do it. I do a deep cleanse, and I do this when I feel that the energies are really seriously intense. It might be planets in retrograde, it might be solar flares, it might be even an argument with someone, or, you know, something physical like that. I do a meditation journey guided thing with Kali. Losing my marbles there. And I use a CD actually that I bought from Alana Fairchild, called The Black Madonna, and it's got on there just 2 amazing clearing and cleansing journeys. They are so powerful, so strong, but I like working with Kali, and I just find them amazing. And one is to be in a black flame, which I find so powerful and lovely. It just is so nice. You know, if you don't like the idea of flame, use water. You literally can come up with anything that you feel is going to cleanse and clear. And you know, you can say, I cleanse and clear my aura, my energy bodies, my chakras. And you might think, well, that's not going to do anything, but I promise you it is. You don't need big elaborate things. Sometimes they're nice, and if you feel that you need a really deep cleanse, then that's when you want to maybe do a guided journey. I mean, there's probably quite a few on YouTube. I might actually put up my Violet Flame one. I might do that, because that one is lovely. The only thing is, I normally do it to a piece of music, which I won't be able to use on YouTube. And it's called Starseed. And the music helps for me. Music is always something for me that helps. So it just, you know, I find singing bowls, tuning forks, gongs, all of that sort of thing really does help me. So, you know, try all of them. A great cleansing singing bowl, a great a great gong bath, just really cleanses and clears all of your energy bodies. And then you can do like very specific things. I was doing for a while, and I would do it when I got into bed. I would say I cleanse and clear my energy field of anything that, you know, it is not for my highest good. And then I would do like a cord clearing, and I have a generic one, which is I dissolve any hooks, cords, ties, attachments to any people, places and things. That just seriously works, and it's very simple and very easy. And I used to just do that as like a little mantra before I went to bed. So I dissolve any hooks, cords, ties, attachments to any people, places and things, and that's that. Now if you have had you know, a falling out with someone, and you need it to be more specific, then you, instead of saying any people, places and things, I dissolve any hooks, cords, ties, attachments to and then you say the name of the person or the thing, or, you know, whatever it is. You know, say it's a place, you've been somewhere and you didn't like it and it made you feel funny, or it could be that you have moved and you've still got an attachment to your old place where you lived. Now I did that for somewhere where I lived because I had a very strong attachment. But the reason I had a strong attachment was because I basically did a spell when I was about 13 and I didn't realize I'd done a spell. So I used to walk past this house every single day. There's 3 houses, and the middle house, why the middle house, I've no clue, because the house before that was a lovely big nice house, but this middle house, just the middle house, I used to say I wish I lived there, because if I lived there I would just cross the road to school. So anyway, I did it for years. I would look into this house, and it wasn't special. It just, there was nothing really about it. I just used to say it. And then a good few years, I mean, I don't even know how old I was, but I mean, it was like a lot of years. My mum rang me and said she'd bought a house. And when she said what house, I was like, I don't believe it. I always wanted to live in that house. And circumstances and that, I ended up living there with mum, funnily enough. And then I moved and everything. And then mum sold the house and she moved. And then I moved again, and I moved here with mum. So it was really strange, and I was dreaming about the house. I was dreaming about all sorts of things, and it kept connecting me back with the house, and it clicked. I'd done a spell. I had literally spelled that house, and it was weird how it happened, because it came through my mum instead of it like coming to me. And so I knew I had to cleanse it. So I said I dissolve any hooks, cords, ties, attachments, and then I'd say the address of the house. And it took a good while because it was quite strong. There was like very deep connection, because, you know, over the years I'd constantly built that connection with that property. So, you know, it doesn't have to be something bad again to dissolve. You don't you know, you don't want these connections. They can, like, even good connections with someone, they can still drain your energy and things, and it is really, really good to dissolve hooks, cords and ties and attachments to all sorts of things, you know, an old job. You know, sometimes you think, well, you know, you've split up with someone and that's gone, and there's, you know, or you've got divorced or whatever it is, you think, oh well, yeah, you know, that was 5 years ago, that was 10 years ago. There can still be attachments there, and so it is really good. Again, it's just spiritual hygiene. It's just something to do to release those energies, and you know, and it's good for the other person as well. You know, it's quite a good thing for mums to do, because we have this you know, very, very strong etheric connection with our children, because if you think of that umbilical cord, that, you know, that's a cord, and that is still there. Even when it's cut, there's still like this etheric part that is there. So it actually, that is very good to dissolve that with you and your children, and it doesn't take away the strength of your relationship. It doesn't do any damage to your relationship. It's just a very cathartic, lovely, releasing thing. And it, you know, I mean, some people won't want to do that, and that's understandable, but it's not something to take you away from that person. It doesn't do that, but releasing that can be very, very good. But it, you know, that's entirely up to you if you felt that you wanted to do that. You know, some people wouldn't, and you have to go with what you're getting. You know, if you aren't feeling that that is for you to do, then, you know, it's probably the best thing not for you to do. But if you think, oh my goodness, yeah, I could do that with that, because I still think about that. You know, you have like old relationships, friendships, and you know, when someone is thinking of you, you know, you haven't seen them for 10 years and they suddenly think of you, or or someone pops in your head, that there's a connection still there. And it's just good to release it. It's just good to cleanse it. And it brings all your energy back to you. It's just so cleansing, and it's really, really good for you and the person and the other person. I mean, obviously, if they aren't doing it, then, you know, at least if you've done it your side, you've cleared it. So to cleanse, to not cleanse is the question. The answer is absolutely yes. And there's many layers to cleansing. So like I say, you know, just in the shower in the morning, just think, oh, I just clear everything out of my aura, clear everything out of my energy bodies. Just sit, you know, and just let everything drain away. Put yourself in the violet flame. And cleansing of yourself is not the only cleansing that you should be doing for your spiritual sort of well-being and health, and for your normal everyday health and wealth, and be wealth, well, yeah, self-wealth, is to keep your energy spaces clear as well. You know, when you just walk in a room and you think, oh, it feels a bit mucky, it's not, you know, dust. And I mean, God, if you saw the dust on the side here, you'd, oh my goodness, it's not that physical dust or stuff like that. it's the energy in the air. And you know, if you're an empath, highly sensitive, you'll pick up on it very, very easily. And so you don't want to have done all your protection and your cleansing and then walk in mucky rooms, or you know, because you can actually just stand in the middle of the room before you walk in the room and just go, I cleanse and clear this space of anything that is no longer needed, wanted. You know, again, you'll make up your own words and phrases that really resonate with you. You know, if you do Reiki, you can use the power symbol. You know, there are many different things you can use. You can, you know, use a pentagram, call in earth, air, fire and water. I mean, the list is really completely endless. You can have a crystal that you have in the room that you have for that. You know, there's so many things you can do. But yeah, keep your spaces energetically cleaned, keep yourself energetically cleaned, keep yourself protected. And the difference in your spiritual and everyday well-being will just keep expanding, because the more you do this sort of thing, the more you can move in the world with much more ease and grace, and it just feels so much better. It's a bit like sort of if you've not been well and then suddenly you feel better again. It's that energy. Or like you know, you spent a couple of days in bed and you haven't been well, and then you get up and you shower and you think, oh my God, I'm back, I feel so good. Well, that is the energy you're building if you're clearing and cleansing, if you're protecting. You know, it just makes the world of difference. So yeah, so hopefully you'll get something from this video. Hopefully you will try out things. Let me know how you do, let me know what you think. Thumbs up if you like the video. Thank you if you've already subscribed. If you're new here and you'd like to subscribe, that'd be great. Yeah, let me know in the comments if any of you have special rituals that you do to cleanse, or you know, let's have some conversations. Let's yeah, see what everyone does. That'd be great. So love and blessings to everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.